about last night. The first home loss of the year, really scrappy, sometimes ugly, but at sometimes, just a difficult match. McKendree was really stingy. It seemed like watching the match. You all fall 3-2. Just talk a little bit about what the Bearcats brought that was so difficult maybe for you guys to kind of adjust to.
It was a great match, and unfortunately somebody had to come out on the other side of it, and that was us. For us, costly mistakes at the end of a couple of different sets ended up being the difference. Individually, I thought we had some really great play from a lot of people at different times, but in the end, we just couldn't put it together for Winoff, and I think that they did a little bit better job of being that team that kept fighting in the tough times, and it kind of carried over, when they needed it. So hats off to them for winning a tight ball game. We're disappointed that we didn't get the win, but it's a lesson that we need to learn. As we can't just be 6 individuals on the floor. We have to keep coming together as a team and keep working to come together, because the strength of our team will be the strength of our team. And so unfortunately you take the loss, but if you can learn the lesson, then it's worth the loss.
Selfishly, I wouldn't mind watching those two teams again out on the court. Maybe that comes to fruition later in the tournament. But touch one more thing, like last night, individually, Meghan Binkerd becomes the program's all-time leader in career assists. She's over 4,900 now. You've been here 2 years. She was obviously here before you, but what has she meant to you and your program here at UIndy?
Megan's done an incredible job. Last night, breaking the record, the career record, is a testament of what she's been able to do over the course of 4 years. And if you really step back and think about that, that's incredible. She came in instead as a freshman, and she's been healthy. That in itself in this day and age is impressive. And then beyond that, you look at the numbers that what she's setting on a daily basis, and every week in, week out, she's at the top in our conference. And so not awfully surprised that she broke the record. And as you kind of look forward in the development of her as a setter, it's been really interesting because she's had to adapt her game because of the different types of hitters that she's had in those 4 years. And so that's almost, to me as a coach, more impressive, that she's had to come up with new ways to be successful with different types of kids around her, different players around her. So I'm impressed, and we actually look forward because she still has room for improvement. We still have a couple of months left in the season, and we can really still develop more with her.
And recently, the style for her and the team has been distribution to a lot of different hitters, a lot of different ways to score. So sort of segue into today's match, where a lot of different players were involved offensively. Meghan finished with 39 assists. The team hit almost 400. Talk some about today's 3-0 win.
Yeah, really impressive spread today for our attackers. We had some 4 or 5 girls that were hitting over 400, or 300 rather, and you just don't see that. Distribution-wise, you see everyone with 13 attempts, 16 attempts, 12 attempts, 15 attempts. That's balance, and that's what we're going for. And I think that on any given night, that's hard to defend because you have to worry about so many different weapons. We have the weapons. I thought our passing was really good, so you got to give credit to our passers as well, giving Meghan the opportunity to run a variety of different people. But yeah, we were balanced, we were tough, and then I think our defensive effort today was really incredible. We just about doubled them up in digs, and that's a testament to effort, more than anything. But I think we had a real good purpose today, and we were really starting to come together as a team some today.
Mm-hmm. And Springfield doesn't have the best record, but maybe talk a little bit about what it's like for your team. It's really just been hours since the loss to McKendree. How quick do they rebound? Do you see any carryover from the previous match? Is it a little bit about, getting back out there and kind of putting the past in the past, or is it just kind of business as usual for the team?
I try not to worry too much about records because anything can happen in our conference. We've had teams that don't have the best records that have knocked off teams with better records, and vice versa. And so you can't take anyone for granted. There's no easy weekends in our conference. For us, I thought it was a little bit of a gut check time that we didn't execute in crucial times last night to the best of our ability. We needed to come out today and really prove to ourselves that we could play some good volleyball. I thought we did that. There's a lot of season left. At this point in time, last year, I think that at one day, I think it was actually the same weekend, we won and we were first in the conference, and then the following day we took a loss and we dropped down to third. And so it's just too early at this point to really get too high or get too low. We got to keep focusing on getting better each day and hopefully hit a stride at the right time and be playing our best volleyball in November and December.
Yeah, as you mentioned, about halfway through the regular season at this point. Be at Wisconsin, Parkside, and at Lewis next weekend, and then after that is the GLVC GLIAC crossover. So not going to be back home until the 21st. So maybe talk a little bit about the upcoming road trips, the crossover, and maybe some things you'll need to work on.
Yeah, the next 2 weekends are going to be huge for us. We've got great volleyball on the road the next 2 weekends in a row, and they're not going to be easy opponents. Both Parkside and Lewis are really strong this year. We know that we should be sitting towards the top of the GLVC, which means we'll be facing the top of the GLIAC 2 weekends from now, and we're going to be seeing their best. So these next 2 weekends really are going to be a big fingerprint of what our season's going to look like. So we got to get to business, and it's getting to be kind of a crucial time of the year for us, and that's exciting. That's why we're playing. We play all season long, so that way by the end of the year we can be playing good volleyball. These next 2 weekends are going to be a great tune-up for that, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.